Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And I have an update for you, a story that we have been covering for a while now. This whole feud between Memphis and the state of Tennessee over gun control, on the ballot, not on the ballot, no tax money for you. Okay, fine, we fold. There's a new development. They are now suing the state of Tennessee, and I can't wait to show you why they are doing that. Because they want that gun control come hell or high water, and everything I'm about to show you will be linked right down there in the description box below. And please make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We have got reports of people getting unsubscribed across the board, so make sure you check that so that big green algorithm monster does not interfere with your freedom prescription. And with that said, guys, do not miss out on the Kamala shirt. Oh man, the kamikaze Kamala shirt. It is going like hotcakes. First one's in, the first one's out. She's in her campaign trail plane. It's going straight into the ship of America with trailing banning assault weapons all the way. Available in long sleeve, short sleeve, men, women's, and hoodies for the fall election season coming up. Make sure you look incredible while you are dispelling freedom across this amazing nation in this merch. There's a link in the description box below. It helps the channel. It slaps the gun controls in the face, and thank you for that consideration. And with that said, let me get this out of here because we have got to talk about a situation right here. It's from the AP, but you know how, like, when you've gone too far, you should probably just quit? Yeah, they didn't get that memo. They didn't learn that lesson in high school. Check this out. Memphis City Council sues to reinstate gun control measures on November ballot. Now, remember, this was about banning assault weapons, wanting red flag laws, and expanding universal background checks within the city of Memphis alone. That is in violation of state law. We knew it was in violation of state law. They knew it was in violation of state law. We've covered this entire thing. Then the state elections board and the secretary of state said, yeah, no, you're not getting any money. You can't do that. The legislature says, yeah, you're not getting $78 million. And they folded quickly, so they weren't going to be on the ballot. Well, the city council of Memphis can't have a L when you're virtue signaling. That's a rule. You have to always come away with something. You can't look like an idiot. Well, doubling down on stupid. Here we go. Check out why they're doing this and see how far this goes. Again, this is not virtue signaling at all. Anyway. The Memphis City Council on Friday sued the commission that oversees the Tennessee City elections for removing 3 gun control questions from the November ballot after the top Republican state leaders threatened to withhold tens of millions of dollars in state funding. Yeah, it was $78 million, just so it wasn't a little bit of money. Council Chairman J.B. Smiley Jr. and some of his colleagues announced a lawsuit against the Shelby County Election Commission at a news conference. Side table real quick. That's the same conference that said, yeah, we can't do this because my boss told me not to. It's illegal. Anyway, continuing. He said both Democratic and Republican council members support the ordinance that would put the gun control measures before voters as officials try to address the Memphis's high rate of violent crime. You could always arrest them and put them in jail. But I guess that'd be too uncomfortable, right? Because you don't want to put people in jail for committing crimes. And the Soros-backed DAs in Memphis, you don't want to have them do their jobs because it's much easier to use the chaos they create to take gun rights from everybody else. You understand? That's what's happening right now. They can't have a smack in the face of their gun control plan that has national implications because then other states are going to do the same thing. We saw it with SAPA, we saw it in Missouri. There's lots of things here. It's always the bigger picture versus the smaller. But got some more stuff for you. You're going to love these details. The lawsuit seeks to have the measures reinstated after they were removed from the ballot by the commission on Tuesday without a public vote by its members. Because the members of that council decided in violation of state law that they were going to do whatever they wanted. We have even covered in other reporting that says they knew what they were doing was illegal, they knew it was not going to go over well, and they knew they were going to get backlash. They did it anyway. Now they're told they can't do it, so they're suing because they violated state law and they want what they want. This is all about smaller cities violating state laws, which is what the gun controllers want. This is a much broader fight than just Memphis. That's why I'm covering this so tight, because Everytown for Gun Safety and all the gun control acolytes are going to be the exact same boat. They're going to be following this because all the other states that have preemption, they want that destroyed. Okay, preemption is the law that says state laws supersede city laws. You can't have gun control in one city because that violates a state. That's what we're talking about here. Memphis has been shot and is bleeding out. Wow. Council member Jerry Green said, She then accused the supermajority of Republicans in the state legislature of going against their stated values. They stated values that were against the state law of which they are responsible to. Because they stated their values outside of state legislature and state law, now the legislator and the law and the Constitution of Tennessee is out of step because they felt this way. The grounds for this lawsuit is literally, I don't like it, so I'm going to make my own rules, and when I get penalized for making my own rules, which violate the state Constitution of Tennessee, I'm going to sue you. That's what we're dealing with here, but again, it's the broader implications. Again, here's some more council members. Tell me this is not virtue signaling. There is nothing patriotic about refusing to let citizens use their voices in the voting booth, Green said. There is nothing pro-life about flooding our streets with weapons of war. Skirt! So they're trying to make this about something else, which is what they always do. They're obfuscating the point. It's not about the fact that you violated the state constitution or state laws, or the Secretary of State said you can't do that, and you didn't do a vote for the actual November ballot. You didn't do any of the steps right, but you want this. So now it's about, oh, you're pro-life, but now you want to flood the street with all these guns. And all the while, the people who are using the guns, the criminals, we're going to let out scot-free because the chaos benefits the gun control narrative. Legitimately, if you are watching this and you're going, what in the world is happening? And you're not following this story, what you're watching is the demise of the justice system, and because you don't want to fix it, they can use the demise of the justice system, which they've enabled, to take your rights further. You following how this works? It's all a big con game. But let's keep going. I got a couple more things down here I wanted to highlight. This is it in a nutshell, right here. Cities do not get to pick and choose which state laws they will or won't follow, Hargett said in a statement Friday. It's not hard. You are a city in Tennessee. Tennessee is a Republican-dominated state. You cannot just make up your own gun control laws because you're a pocket of blue. But look at what the AP just has to sneak in here. And I think you'll find this fascinating because you guys know how this works. Let's jump right here. I didn't even highlight because it was so stupid, but now I want to. Members inside Tennessee's white majority legislature have long singled out majority black left-leaning Memphis, criticizing city leaders for how they've managed crime rates and how they were responding to the issue. They don't put people in jail because they have a leftist city government. So therefore, the problems created by their own decisions and their own ideologies are now a white versus black, Republican versus liberal issue. It's not about the fact that they broke the rules, not about the fact that they can't do what they're doing because of the Tennessee State Constitution. No. None of the rules, none of that. It's all because of white versus black emotion, and they should have voices to vote even though they are violating actively and knowingly the state laws. This is a con game. If the Tennessee Republicans play this right, it works amazingly well. If they play this wrong, it's a repeat of the Tennessee 3 that happened back in April of last year. Guys, you have to understand this game is bigger than what's being portrayed. But that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you fully enjoy every bit of this day, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.